Hi guys, in today's video I am giving you my 18th and 19th week pregnancy update. Hello, if we never met before, my name is Yana and currently I am 19 weeks and 3 days pregnant. And I am not sure how I fell into this schedule, but every 2 weeks I'm able to sit down and talk about what's going on with my pregnancy. So every 2 weeks there is an update here about what's going on. I am a mom to 2 boys already. They're 5.5 and 2.5, and this is my 3rd pregnancy, and this is a girl, so that is exciting because it's different, even though we would love to have another boy too, but that's a girl, so we are accepting a girl. From whatever my app tells me is that the baby is around the size of a cucumber at 18 weeks and it weighs around 5 to 6.5 ounces. And then at 19 weeks the baby is the size of the mango and is around 8 ounces in weight. However, yesterday I had my ultrasound, which is, I guess it was 19 weeks and 2 days. It was my anatomy scan with the baby where they checked everything within the baby, and they told me that the baby measures around 8 ounces, and she said the doctor said that it was very average and very normal. So I'm like, does the app goes on the smaller side or what's going on there? But whatever. The doctor told me that the baby is around 10 pounds, I hope not, around 10 ounces in weight. And the app said that the ears are fully developed, almost fully developed, and that the baby hears your voice pretty well. So I'm like, oh my goodness, with 2 little boys. My 5-year-old was just sad that I'm yelling too much at them. And I'm like, okay, first of all, obviously it's not good that I'm yelling in general, but I'm like, oh my goodness, this little one hears me, my voice as well, so I need to be, and obviously, yes, in general, I just need to find ways to communicate with my children so that I don't have to yell as much. And I don't know, I don't know how much other parents are yelling, so it's difficult for me to say less or more, compare myself to anyone, but I just need to yell less to make sure that everyone, including this unborn baby, doesn't hear my voice in the way I'm using it sometimes. But yes, that's the baby's update. And and that's right, the 19th week, the app said that the baby moves a lot and swerves and kicks and moves around, and I definitely feel a lot of movement, which is so exciting. And I am pretty sure now my husband probably would be able to feel the baby, so I will let him move. I will let him try listening to the movement a little, because yesterday I was laying and put my hand on the tummy and I could feel the movement, so that is very exciting. And on the ultrasound I could see the movement, how much she was moving. And that's right, let's talk about the ultrasound while we're talking about the baby. The ultrasound, good and bad news. Everything looked, because it is the anatomy scan, so they were looking at all the organs, all the body parts to make sure everything is fine. And again, make sure, just tell me that everything is fine or not, because I mean, there would be nothing in my case that I would be doing unless there is something that could be fixed within, in my uterus, then obviously those things would be fixed, but in general nothing would be changed. So everything looks fine. 5 toes, 5 fingers, everything looks so cute, and I saw the little face approximately, obviously the brain, the whatever, everything looks good. However, the heart doesn't look perfect. If you envision a heart like they normally tell you, with 4 chambers, and then there's the lining between, the middle part, the doctor said that there is a little hole in the top part of the separating part. She gave me the names for everything. Obviously I've never heard those names before. She said that it's nothing serious and obviously nothing fatal, thank God, and nothing that could be fixed at any moment of time right now, or possibly even later after the birth. It's not good, obviously it's not normal, that's not the way the healthy heart looks, But she said that there are a good chance that the heart might develop fully and the hole can just fix itself and close itself as the baby grows in the uterus. And actually don't remember if there is a way for the heart to for that hole to close after the baby's birth. But basically, she said that the size of the hole that she sees right now does not require surgery of any sort after birth. And the only thing that potentially could be like that the pediatrician would hear or see different is that they could hear a little bit of the murmur in the heart when they're listening to the heart. But currently, when they look at it, they said that nothing should be done and nothing will be done. And they will just keep looking at it and see if it closes off, or she said that there is like probably no chance that it's going to get worse. So that is very encouraging to me. And when she told me this, I did not feel like anxiety or sadness or stress just because it's nothing. It's not like not fatal. It's nothing that is going to like fully change the way of this pregnancy. And I did not feel anxious because I'm like, well, that's the way it is. There's no even steps that we have to take. And even the diagnostics of like monitoring what's going on with it is like, not sure if I want to do it, but I think I will. Just because I'm like always concerned if you are going to the doctors more, they will be just finding more things which might not be anything that you need to change. And I'm like, I know the doctors say ultrasound is not hurtful, but is it really? There is only so much science that is done with ultrasound, and I'm like, do I want to have more ultrasounds, or are they really that harmless? Which hopefully the majority of it is, but still I'm like, oh, I'm not very excited about more appointments, more times at the doctors, more ultrasounds, and more things that are just for monitoring reasons rather than like fixing actual things. But again, on the other side, being on the safer side, I guess it is better that if they would see something that is going wrong, hopefully there is something that could be done. And that's right, she did mention that instead of going every 9 weeks for like additional ultrasounds to make sure that the baby's growth is at the rate that it's supposed to be, she wants me to be seen every 4 weeks instead, to make sure that the baby is growing at the rate that she's supposed to, and that like she's not on the smaller side, or like that her growth is not deferred by anything within my body. So that will be something that I will just have to do. And I wonder if there is a medication that they potentially could put me on if they see that the baby's not prospering inside of me, if there is anything that could be done. So that's not very exciting news, but it's not horrible. Everything seems really good. The heart doesn't seem perfect, but I guess we will just live with this and go on and see how everything, whatever, how life and God takes us wherever we're going with this. So that's the baby's update. With my update, with the way I feel and the way whatever is happening with my body, I'll just talk, because I was just talking about the ultrasound from a few days ago. I will just tell you that from the ultrasound, they said that there's plenty of amniotic fluid inside of me, which is wonderful. The placenta is located where it's supposed to be, so that is very encouraging as well, that there is nothing weird happening with placenta. They did see the umbilical cord and everything seemed very normal and very good. So that's the news from the ultrasound. The way I feel myself is that my energy is back to normal. I feel very normal, which is like very encouraging. The weird thing is that I am getting a little bit too hyper and too excited in the evenings, and that keeps me up for way too long. I have a lot of energy in the evenings and I don't feel tired in the evenings until like 11 o'clock in the evening. So that's not good because I just keep doing things and I don't put my children to sleep on time, and then I go to sleep way too late, and that makes it very difficult for me to wake up in the morning. I'm having trouble waking up at like 7 o'clock, and I want to wake up earlier so that I can get my exercise in. So that was not very good. I just need to discipline myself a little bit and go to bed a little bit earlier on time. Another thing that I feel is that I do not feel nauseous at all. Only when I get hungrier and hungrier, then my stomach actually starts hurting, and I'm not sure if I can say that it's nausea, like nauseous feeling, but like my stomach does not feel good if I start getting hungry. So I always eat throughout the day in the small servings, and then when I work, I'm a wedding photographer, so when I go out for a shoot for a wedding, I just always have food with me in the backpack and even in my purse. That is always with me, just so that if I feel that stomach feeling in my stomach, I can just grab a piece of food and eat it, so that like nothing distracts me from my work. Obviously, I started experiencing a lot of heartburn, which is weird. I did not have heartburn within either of my pregnancies too much. With my first pregnancy, I remember later in the pregnancy I had a lot more heartburn in the later in the third trimester, and right now, it being second trimester, it's weird, but it's just like every other day or maybe every day I take one Tom to fix it, and then it goes away. So I guess maybe it's not that horrible, but it's more than I used to have. My food cravings and aversions are completely gone, or I guess almost gone, because I'm not back to my normal diet. But I can eat pretty much anything. I eat very normally, whatever I have in the house. I'm like, I don't really need to think too hard. I'm like, okay, this is available, I'm going to eat it. What is still a little bit weird is that I still do not want as much sweet and coffee as I used to, which again is good. It's like once a day, I'm like, oh, maybe it is a good time for a sweet snack or something, then I have something sugary. But for the most part, it is weird for me that I don't want coffee or sweet things. But I guess it is still good for my diet. And then the last thing that is happening that I clearly see is that my hair is getting thicker, which I'm like excited about because my hair is pretty thin, and having more hair is always better for me. But on the other hand, I'm like dreading the year from now when the baby like postpartum hair loss will begin, and then I will have very little hair again. But that's okay, that's part of life. But I'm pretty sure I have more hair. It feels thicker, so that's exciting. And that is all, you guys. I don't have anything else to tell you about the pregnancy. If you are a praying type, I would appreciate you to keep us in prayers, just so that my body functions well and does not deter baby's growth, and so that baby's heart goes back to normal, and hopefully that hole heals and there's nothing imperfect about the new child that is being born into this world. I would appreciate this very much. But otherwise, there's nothing that is happening that is like crazy exciting. Everyone is excited for the baby to join us, which I did not still start any planning or any preparation for the baby. I still need to do a lot of housework and preparation just in general, a lot of organizing and decluttering, because I'm in the busy work season right now, and it's very difficult for me to find any extra time to do extras in my house. But for now, that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you're pregnant, I hope you're feeling well. Leave me a comment below. I would love to cheer you on and know that you are pregnant as well. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye bye. And you guys, I completely forgot to try to show you my belly, and today, I think it's yesterday that I recorded the video. Today I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to record it. So there's my belly. So it's a little chilly, so I'm wearing super cuddly sweater. But if I were to take this off, and I'm so sorry, my sleeves are insanely long. This is a long sweater, I mean an old sweater, which I think the fibers got all stretched out, but it fits the pregnant body and it's super soft and comfy. So I keep wearing it, and I probably will wear it until the end of the pregnancy, and then I will get rid of it. So yeah, from the front, can you see it now? And when I turn to the side, there's the belly. Oh yeah, let's look this way too a little bit. And now if I were to, and again I'm wearing the pants that are not perfect, like it like cuts into my flesh, but yeah, it's like clearly very well defined pregnant belly. There it is, 19 weeks, pretty big. Oh, my hands are so cold. Yeah, there you go.